ॐ वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्य मणिस्थ श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासि अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। So let us begin where we left yesterday afternoon. Let us begin with the Shanti mantra. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishvavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The study of Vedanta is always oriented practically, that is, towards the actual experience of the truth. It is therefore, although there is a book of Vivekananda titled Practical Vedanta, he clarifies that there is no separate Vedanta as practical Vedanta. Vedanta has always been practical. The sages from whom the truths came out in Upanishads, they were not at all interested in only academic style of studies, but always wanted these truths for enhancing our experience so that we can actually have the bliss that is our true nature. The bliss is our true nature. In our true nature, there are no problems. It is all very clear, very straightforward. Swerving from this true nature, then there is no end of problems. In truth, there is no problem. But if you swerve from truth and want a problem-free life, then it is not possible. The problems will take various forms. If you do like this, then this will be a problem. If you do something opposite, some other problem will be there. That is called dual throng. The contradictory forces have become activated and our lives get crushed in them. It doesn't matter whether we have a lot of money or not, whether we are enjoying a lot of power and Also lot of the university style knowledge, a lot of accolades, awards, and all that. Still, the life is not free from problems, and we don't know what now should I do to get free from all these terrible issues. The head starts spinning violently. Not just spinning, it should spin, otherwise, the brain will not work. Some spinning is okay, but it starts spinning violently. And you are worried what to do, you don't get peace of mind. And we try various remedies. Like one psychologist got a case that a fellow was terribly depressed, didn't see a way out. And the psychologist said, well, okay, try to feel happy. One simple thing, there is a wonderful comedian who has come to this city now. Go to his show and you will feel so happy and relaxed. The fellow fell still depressed. Do you agree what I am saying? He said, well, the problem is I am that comedian. So it is now what to do. That is the condition that at the professional level we keep on flashing smiles, but internally there is all these very, very difficult situations and that keep on coming. So Vedanta helps us uh, practically to see the truth and thereby become free. The path is very simple, the truth is very simple. Mm. The problem is we want something complicated because the problems in the world we think that they get solved by very complicated thinking. And thus we want to experience the Vedanta truths, then we have to go in a complicated way. And then we focus how many times should I breathe from the left nostril and how many times from the right nostril. And all those things, they are okay, but they are very, very secondary. The primary thing is to see the truth. The truth of this, what we experience now, is a passing show. There is nothing real about it. Just it is like dream. You see dream, and then it comes and goes away. The truth remains unchanged. So, Nachiketa asks Yama. That is where we stopped yesterday afternoon, and Yama gave the some tangible means. We want a connecting ladder, as it were. I see that what you are talking about, the supreme truth that brings out the joy within, and then we see the ultimate truth, and thus all problems are solved. But how to get there? It is, tell me the means. I know that you see it. That is what Nachiketa says, Yat tat pashyasi tadvada. That what you are experiencing, I understand. But now provide me the means so that I also can understand. I can also experience the same thing as you are experiencing, and thereby have become the abode of bliss. And you don't have any problem. That is the difficulty here for the teacher is between illusion and reality, there is no real connection possible. If you can establish a real connection between that which is real and that which is illusory, the illusory will become real. Hmm. So there cannot be any real connection. So the connection is there only to give you some steps, but the steps will end in as you, uh, relatively speaking, come closer to the realization of the truth. Then the steps will end, because all these steps, the help, all that is only in the relative world. In the appearance, there are steps. Just as there is no way that by which you can say that do this and you will come out of the dream. No, it is two different levels. There is no method as such to end the dream and come out of it. So there is somebody else should shake you up. Uh, Imagine, that suppose our Vittal is seeing a dream. Do you see dreams sometimes? I don't mean daydreaming. Because daydreaming is a misnomer. It is because you are aware of the external world and making imaginations, fantasies, and all that. So, the dream, when you see that you are, say, being chased by an angry elephant. That elephant wants to trample you under its feet, and then you are running, but you see the elephant is catching up. What to do? Very scared in dream. Now, your dad is just right there, and he sees your face shows lot of scare, and now the dad is seeing that there is no problem, there is no elephant there. So what the dad may be just smiling, because there is no problem. Even now, actually, there is no problem. It is in the state of illusion we are feeling very big problems. The dad is awake and dad is seeing no problem, no elephant. So what can dad do? Dad cannot chase away the elephant because there is no elephant for the dad. So the only thing that dad can do is, hey Vittu, get up. And then Vittal gets up. Mm, mm, mm. Gone. Elephant is gone. So that is how it is. All the steps, one keeps on following the steps, but there is nothing that the steps will lead you to the ultimate goal. One must remember this. There is no such connection. It is one has to keep on meditating. And for meditation, there is this, what is called the symbol. The value of symbols, mantras, and all such things is is tremendous. Without that, there is no spiritual practice. Go to any religion, they always have some symbols, some imageries, some say mantras of different types. So what happens is with that you get the elevation you need gradually. It all depends on practicing it. So this god of death told Nachiketa, yes, I will give you such a ladder with which you can climb. It is called alambana, a very beautiful word. Alambana means something to hold on to so that you can climb on, say, a steep wall or uh, on a tree. You need some support so that you can keep on climbing. And he says, yes, here is the alambana, Om, and which is the substance of all the Vedas. It is all Vedas are condensed in Om. All knowledge is condensed in Om. There is everything in this world is in Om. The Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, therefore, are full of this idea of Om being the truth behind all these appearances. It is the truth and it is the means. It is the end as well as the means. There is no one, that end is different and the means are different. The means, if followed, they merge in the end. Like you have that GPS, we were driving here and then the GPS was showing the road. Now road is not the Ramakrishna Vedanta Center, but where the road ends, it becomes Vedanta Center. So that is how the process is, that this is an alambana, and that alambana is greatest. So he says, etad alambanam shreshtham, etad alambanam param, etad alambanam jnatva brahmaloke mahiyate, that it is that you become the greatest in this world also. You realize the highest level possible in this relative world, that is called technically Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka is where you become, just to give the example, say you become the mayor of the city, so you are kind of the most respected person of this city. Then similarly you become the mayor of this universe. That is, so you have whole universe as your playground, as it were. So this is Brahmaloka. This is not the ultimate truth as it is, but up to this ladder can take you, not beyond that. Now the ladder ends. Now you see the truth through just meditation. See it now. Now there is no ladder, like the car came up to this parking lot. Now the car won't go inside the building, and now you have to walk. So it is something like that. The means will bring you up to a level. You will become great in this universe. You will be Brahmaloke Mahiyate, in the sphere of Brahmaloka. It is, there is, so this is where the, uh, the first chapter is ending about this. Uh, Means is provided. Now practice it. It is said that this means, take it as Brahman. The symbol and the symbolized, they are to be treated as one. Like the image, say, of Sri Ramakrishna. For all practical purposes, that is Sri Ramakrishna. That is the meaning of the word symbol. That when you decide this is the symbol, now you handle the symbol. And that is what I was telling yesterday about code. You assign a code to something. Now that code is actually representing that particular thing. In like in algebra, in the high schools, you say that let this answer that you want to calculate and let it be x. Now you calculate the value of x with various these informations given there. So you, for that time being, x is that which you want to finally find out. So you want to realize the ultimate truth. Let this truth be this Om. Om is this symbol for it. So this spiritual aspirants, whatever mantra they receive from the Guru, it is, the Guru is a must. There is no spiritual progress without having a Guru. It is all great teachers, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, all emphasize on this need of a Guru with whom you can connect, and that Guru can show you the way. This is the most practical method, you know. The spiritual aspirants, we all feel that no, see, I can read, I am a very intelligent person. I always got A plus in my schools. I learned a lot. And so I can read and proceed further myself. Why should I need a guru? What is that guru going to do? And where is the reliability that the guru is a genuine guru? How can I test that whether the guru is genuine or not? Maybe could be just a cheat. So therefore, I better not have a guru. Friends, that is, as on the surface, it appears to be a good argument, but it is deceptive. In everything, you take a teacher. Don't you go to school? And nobody in general say that, no, no, I don't need a teacher to. So Swami Yatishwarananji makes remarks, even to study these most ordinary things, you need a guru. Passing a high school exam, what big thing it is, but still you need a guru. And for this very complicated, in a way, knowledge to come to you, you feel you don't need guru. It is, guru is a must. There is no such thing, you may take a guru or you may not take a guru. No. There is no such thing. We don't want to have a guru for two things. One is because of this deep ignorance that we are kind of rooted in. It uh, prevents us from going on the right path. And the right path is shown as the wrong path. The wrong path is shown as the right path. And therefore, we feel that whatever can bring actually the illumination in life, we feel no, 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 I don't need it. It's not so. You need it. It is even with a guru, it is the progress is not so easy because the ignorance has grabbed us so much that to break through that, you have to get a connection, and that guru is that connection. There is really no such thing that okay, I will progress without guru. So the guru gives the mantra. The Nachiketa, such a brilliant person. Look at that, how brilliant he has been. And yet he needed the guru. Narendranath Datta, Swami Vivekananda of future. He needed a guru. That Narendranath was so brilliant. Sri Ramakrishna said that with a partial manifestation of one power, Keshav Chandra Sen has become so great in this world. Narendranath has 18 such powers in full bloom. So still he needed a guru to get rid of all these doubts and guidance to proceed forward. So with this at least we should know that we need guru. It is only our ego. And do we have lack of ego? No, isn't it? So because of that, we feel I know others may need, they other deplorables may need guru. I am not in need of guru. It is only that kind of complex which makes us see that no, no, I don't need guru. Guru is a must. Nachiketa therefore takes this guru. In all Upanishads, this is shown that the student approaches the guru. So, one important thing that we as spiritual aspirants should keep in mind is there is the need of guru with whom we can connect. What, Vittal, do you agree? No? Yes, okay. Yeah. So it is that it is very necessary. Even though we sometimes feel that the gurus, I am very brilliant, I don't need. No, you need. That itself shows that you need. Many times you feel that is in psychology, that is the sign that you need help. When you say that I don't need help, the other person needs help, There is that story our Naomi, she passed away recently. She told first to me that one lady goes to a psychologist and says that my husband needs your help. What happens? Oh, he thinks that he is a chicken. Oh my goodness. How since how long it is happening? Maybe 4 5 years. And then why did you not report that earlier? Earlier we needed eggs. So therefore I didn't report it earlier. So now who needed that psychologist help? But no, I don't need. Somebody else needs. So that is the problem is that it is when you think that you don't need it. That is when you really need it. It is an established thing in psycho treatments, psychological treatments, that the person will refuse that he or she needs any help. No, I am fine. It is one gentleman uh, used to send messages and calls and all that. And by hearing him for some time, one could guess that there is a problem. Ah, but he would say, no, no, it is actually because of my very high spiritual stage of awareness. Other people think that I am a cuckoo, but I am really in very good health. And he would say, look, Sri Ramakrishna also was considered as insane by people. So I am also being considered insane by people. So what is the logical conclusion? Huh? I am Sri Ramakrishna. So uh, it is you when you see that you don't need guru. It is you really are not able to get a guru unless you remove this ego. You will not be able to get guru, you will not be able to proceed forward. So it is therefore the guru gives you the mantra, the advice, that and that advice can be of various types. It is sometimes it is very puzzling. In Upanishads, you find different types of advice given. The most glaring and stunning advice given to the student. His name was Satyakama. That story comes, very illuminating story in Chandogya Upanishad. That the teacher's advice was, take these cows, they are all very weak, emaciated, they are 400. Now take them to very good this place where they can graze, they get good water and food, and they become healthy. When they become 1000 healthy cows, come back. So this is the spiritual practice. This is sadhana. One may think, why gurus did not tell that, no, sit here and keep on doing your mantra. No, according to the different temperaments and different styles, the guru gives different means to practice. So that is a very illuminating, somewhat extreme example. But that doesn't mean Kunal also would say that, oh, let me have first 400 emaciated cows. Without that, I cannot realize God. No. So it is whatever his guru told him, that is good for him. So it is, this is the alambana. And this alambana, as you practice with the intensity that you are practicing with, gradually you will start moving forward. What will be the, how quickly shall I get it? Is it 3-year course or what, 4-year undergrad course? We ask such questions, that how long will it take? Well, it depends on how much you practice. We get this question, but we don't practice at all. So then the progress will not be there, even if you like, okay, it is 4 hours drive from DC to Pittsburgh. Provided you are actually driving the car, if you are just sitting there, then you will not, even if you sit for 1,000 years, it will not go anywhere. So the practice is important. I had recalled once, that from New York, some of our friends, they were returning to Providence. So after they left, about 2 hours afterwards, I called. You must be now near Providence. Who is driving now? There were 4 people, 4 drivers. Who is driving now? And the man who answered the phone, at the moment, nobody is driving. There is such a road, that traffic jam, that it is not a road, it is a parking lot. So nobody is driving. So it is, how long will it take to reach? Yeah, once it starts, then let us see. So it is, how much do we practice? Patanjali says, Tivra Samveganam Asanna. A very beautiful aphorism, that if you proceed fast, then you will reach faster, you will reach quicker, if you do that. But if your practice is very lukewarm, okay, some once in a while I do practice, uh, if I get time, then I do 10 minutes of mantra, and that is enough for the day, I think, isn't it? Well, enough for the day. All other nonsense you practice remaining 23 hours and 50 minutes. Then how this 10 minutes is going to be enough? Just think at least. But it is, one Swami used to tell nicely that you are going forward 1 hour and then going backward 23 hours. What will be the net result? So you cannot go like that. You have to intensely practice. That intensity is important. It is, and intensity means both quality and quantity. And that both are important. Like, when you are, say, cooking something simple, say rice, rice cooking. So now you keep some rice and water on the fire. It depends on how long it takes, depends on two things. That how intense the fire is, and then how long you are keeping it on it. So both these things, that it should be intense, means you must really feel the meaning of mantra, like the japas tadartha bhavanam, that mantras must be reminding you these two things, that this world is illusion. Om means it is all sound. Nothing else. This is all the world, everything is just sound. There is no reality to it at all. It is. And the second thing is Brahman alone is real. The reality of this Brahman, that is real. So keep on reminding ourselves that it is all unreal. In childhood, some movie I would go with parents, and then they uh, usually the movie some very sad scene would be there, some big bereavement, and then I would start and then my parents would, no, it is not real, it is only movie. Nothing, it is not real. So similarly, we should see that this is not real. It is only a movie. That the screen is real. You know that. You know what, Kunal? You know that it is the screen that is real. He is seeing a different screen right now. So that it is that therefore, even if you see a big fire going on in the movie, you don't take out your phone and call 911 because you know that it is the show. The screen doesn't get burned by that fire in the movie. So, all the problems that we are facing, howsoever intense they may appear, mm, they are not real, they are not touching your reality at all. So, this is to be remembered. In the world, there is no solution to the problems. That also is to be remembered. There will always be conflict, problems, because otherwise we will not be able to live. We dig out the problems, bring new problems in, so that is how we continue to live. If no problems, then what to do in life? uh, if in the movie, if the hero has nothing to do, what the hero gets to do things because there are villains. So the villains, if all the villains are eradicated, then the hero has no job. So, and no movie is possible. I remember that incident. Our one playwright, she writes plays for children in our. She said, "This year I want to write a play on Ganesha." So I said, Dorothy, fine. Then Dorothy comes to me after 3 days. I didn't find any conflict in Ganesha's life. So how can I write a play? Without conflict, there is no playwriting possible. In Krishna's life, there is conflicts, that there is the Kamsa attacking and all that, and then the event of that Kalia, big snake. So many conflicts are there. So it is possible to write a nice play. But with Ganesha, I didn't find any. Can you find? Says, I don't want to create further conflicts. You better choose some other theme. So it is that this world is going to be full of these problems and conflicts. Not you cannot resolve all of them. Once I had called the Swami Prabhuddhananji. He used to be in this San Francisco, now passed away, very wise man. So I just by way of asking, is everything going on all right? He said, everything cannot be all right, then there will be no world at all. Everything is not all right. So It is, everything cannot go on all right. You have to push it aside and do your thing. Do meditation. Don't worry about all this. Ah, it is, do your meditations, concentrate on reality, and in the world you do your duties. Ma manusmara yudhya cha. That is the advice given in Bhagavad Gita. While do your duty, fight. Everybody will have their duties. And so you don't neglect your duty, do the duty. While remembering the mantra, keep on thinking. That is the intensity. How much one can see that this is all illusory. Mm. When you act in play, you see that. The best actor also knows that it is not real. And the best actor is, say, playing Hamlet and is showing all that conflict within, that big soliloquy is there, whether to leave or not to leave. This is a problem, or it is all. But the actor is quite clear about this, what he has to say there. And he knows that he is not actually Hamlet. He is not going to commit suicide at the end of the play. Hamlet is committing suicide there. But he knows that he is not going to commit suicide. It is, so similarly we act here. Keep on acting. Keep on acting. Without getting identified with the role. The same actor and next day may, be a Romeo and Juliet play. So at that time it is not Hamlet. He does not carry the role of Hamlet into Romeo, and next night he may be acting Macbeth. That is all right, There is acting, very intense acting. It is. There was that very famous Bengali, this theater man, actor, director, writer Girish Chandra Ghosh. So he was that in that one very famous play, that what Harishchandra, Harishchandra Taramati, and was that he was acting in that villain's role, and in the spectators there was this great Bengali scholar and very philanthropic man, Sri Ramakrishna goes to meet him. Who is that? Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. So good, Samara okay. So it is, and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar became so agitated seeing this, and he shouted at that villain, "Leave that lady!" and hurled his shoe, took out his shoe, and then Girish Chandra got that shoe and said that that is the greatest award that he has got for his acting. It was so real. So that is how we should act in this world. So it is, know that you are not that. You are Brahman. So one aspect of intensely feeling this, repeating this mantra, is constantly reminding that I am Brahman. I am that all-pervading reality, which is like the screen on which all these characters, they come and go. All these actions happen on the screen without touching the screen at all. And so this is how the intensity, and, and not that you do it only for 30 seconds a day, no, continuously. Ah, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. All the time, keep on remembering this. Never get identified with the character in the play and yet act exactly as per script. And it is not very difficult, because this is what we do when we are, say, suppose going to play in a drama. That is why it is the good thing, for the people to act in drama. This form of art is very good, because it tells you how to separate yourself. You take an assumed identity, that, say, I am Cleopatra. Then, are you Cleopatra? No, you are not Cleopatra. Suppose Jyoti is playing Cleopatra and somebody in the audience recognizes and says, Hey Jyoti, Jyoti will not respond, because then the play will all get spoiled, you say. Ah, that because in the play, what is that her role? She is identified with the role Cleopatra, but knows that she is not Cleopatra, she is Jyoti. So it is like that. We should play our role. Ah, like everybody has their designated role, and don't try to play somebody else's role. Otherwise, that again the play will get spoiled. Ah, so don't try to play somebody else's role. Play your role faithfully. It is important. Otherwise, you want to play the role of others. Some people get so engrossed that they memorize the whole script instead of remembering just their part of this script. They memorize the whole play. And when somebody is doing their part, start saying that. So it is just do your part of the play. And while doing that, remember that you are not that. This is how then it becomes alambana, a means to get yourself out from this turmoil and actually see that you are Brahman. To the extent you do it, to that extent you evolve. It is up to us. How much do we want to evolve? If you are satisfied by a little peace of mind, okay, then that will bring you there. But then the ignorance will still be there, new problems will start coming, the peace of that type will get over soon. And so, but if you say, "No, right now I think this is enough for me," then you will get that much. So it is, therefore, this verse, it says that it is the uh, that yo yadichati tasya tat. This is the 16th verse. It tells that now that it is having known this syllable, whatever one desires, one gets that. So if my desire is okay this much, then okay, you will get that much. Nothing more. And your craving will not end. It is, you may go to heaven, and will keep on getting disturbed and worried in heaven. That's all. The same thing will continue. Only you will live in a nice home, you will have nice food to eat, but then again it is all dual throng. So the quarrels and the problems will not end even in heaven. That is why the Puranas show that in heaven also the Devas, they also have fights amongst them, that who is superior amongst us and so forth. So, but if you do not feel the need to go to the highest, you go to some height and stop there. Like when we are coming, it was a total 13-hour trip from Providence to Pittsburgh, I mean this Monroeville. So, because we stopped at different places. If we stop, okay, then up to that we have come. From there, then we take up the next journey. So, like that, you stop to take your lunch or tea, and then from there, then you move forward. So you don't stay there because the same problems there also. So therefore, go higher. Stop not till the goal is reached. That is actually in this Kathopanishad. So this is a great idea for the, and then there are, the truth is told that Brahman is everywhere. It is the smallest amongst the small. Anuraniyan mahato mahiyan atmasya jantor nihito guhayam. There is this Kathopanishad's poetic charm is tremendous. Really, in Upanishadic literature, all is very highly poetic, but Kathopanishads is at the top. Such poetry that Anuraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. Whatever smaller you think of, that is smaller than that. Mahato. And whatever big you may think of, this is bigger than that. It is just imagine the same analogy, the screen. Even the smallest thing that you see in the movie, the screen is inside that too. So it is smaller than that. And howsoever big a landscape you may see, the screen is bigger than that. That is why it gets contained in the screen. So this Atman is bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest, but you don't see it. Nihito guhayam, Atmasya jantor nihito guhayam. It is in the secret depth of our awareness. It is there everywhere. It is whatever you think that Atman is involved inside. In every, pulse of awareness, whatever you become aware, actually you are becoming aware of that. It is, there is a very nice Hindi song about in some very old movie, but it says about Lord Krishna's. Where are you finding that Lord Krishna? तू ढूंढता है जिसको बस्ती से जाके बन में, वो सावरा सलोना रहता है तेरे मन में. That whom you are looking for, running hither and thither, is right in your mind. It is all the forest and land ski landscapes, flowers, in everything. That is what you are seeing. Uh, it is in the ocean. It is the every wave actually is that God is appearing like that. It is everywhere. There is that God alone is appearing. So this is to be friends seen that. But how will you get it then? How am I to get it? The means is very clearly told, very uh, easy to tell, but because of our addiction to the so-called enjoyments in the world, we do not get it. So that is to be stopped. One has to make a concerted effort to stop it. समक्रतुः पश्यति वीतशोको धातु प्रसादान् महिमानमात्मनः. Dhatu means the sense organs. They get titillated when some pleasant or unpleasant impulse they receive, and then they cannot remain steady. They become unsettled and make us go towards it or away from it. This is how this uh, sense organs titillations, unless they are stopped by making understand that what they are showing is not real. Tamakratuhu means stop doing it. Stop it. That's it. There is no complicated things. Just don't do it. We have to tell the mind that why you have to do it. You are addicted. So just as there are de-addiction programs, get into a de-addiction program. No, I will not do it. And you will start feeling the freedom. It is for the alcohol addicts, there are programs like that. The gambling addicts have programs like that, that de-addiction. So this guru provides this mantra and advice to de-addict ourselves from the foolish, stupid ideas of getting enjoyment in the world. There is no such thing, and let us tell it very clearly that it is enjoyment in having food. For example, our Hari made such nice dosa today. Wonderful, very good. But that is that the source of enjoyment? That cannot be source of enjoyment. It is the joy is within. That dosa, nice dosa, not nice dosa, or whatever, it gives titillations to the sense organs like taste organ, smell organ, that's all. The taste, nice dosa. How far does it remain? What hurry? From here to here. And then whether it was dosa or whatever else, it all they lose their taste. Whether it was laddu or dosa or coffee, whatever you say, once it goes down, now the taste goes away. There is nothing. So let us remember it all is really not worth having, worth running for. But that is what one gets caught in it. So tamakratuhu. Akratu is the technical word for this sacrifice performed to get some great enjoyment. That is called kratu. And akratu means the one who does not indulge in that any such activity by to get some enjoyment. It is such a deceptive trap that you think if you get this person, all the five senses they get involved, as it were. The nice things to see, and the eyes become, it is told in other Upanishads that and Bhagavad Gita that the eyes become kind of alive to grab. How beautiful it is! The eyes become big and want to grab. The sense of smell. It is the ears tuned to what a nice music. It is sense of touch, sense of taste, all of them, they become as it were alive and are ready to grab. Now that is the time for spiritual aspirant to push the brake. Stop it. You are getting caught in the trap. You will become like a mouse. Have you seen Vittal, a mouse getting trapped? Uh, why does it get trapped? Wants the cheese, and then and then gets caught. They dies along with the cheese inside the tummy. So that is what happens. We get caught, and thus one has to put a stop it. No, but earlier I had been doing it. Well, it is earlier you were getting into the flight that goes to, say, Florida. But now, if you want to go to California, the earlier you had gone to took the flight to Florida. Doesn't mean now also you are going to take the flight to Florida. No, don't get into that. We must remember we are spiritual aspirants. And with full understanding and knowledge, we have turned to this path. And so, even by habit, we get dragged towards those things. One must put a conscious, deliberate stop there. And it is a very happy thing. One may feel that no, then I will be sad all my life if I do not run after these enjoyments. No, you will not feel sad. Will the mouse be feeling very sad? Oh, I did not get into the trap. Uh, no, it is. Don't get into that trap. They are traps. That is how the free soul gets entrapped. There is no enjoyment there that Nachiketa showed. In the first class, we discussed that there is no joy there. All the teachers say, and our experience can tell it, that there is no joy. And the dosa eating was joy. How long it lasted? Some 3 seconds. It is. And then now the guts are doing the hard job. So it is not, there is no joy in this world at all. The joy is within. And if we are running out to get something that is, you think, giving me joy. We are actually running away from the source of joy. So what else do we expect but misery? Do we not see this? That in pursuit of what we call joy, what are we doing? Running away from the source of joy. No, you won't get it like that. It is simple logic. So therefore do not fall prey to that. That is akratu. And then you will see the truth. That is the simple, practical, straightforward path. Hmm. Nothing to be done crooked there. So now we will skip quite a few verses because this is the last class. So all these coming verses, they are saying that you have to learn to discern. Spiritual aspirant, we have to be spiritual aspirant 24/7. It is not a part-time job. I am a spiritual aspirant. What Prasuna? Huh? Not a part-time job. 24/7 job. Yeah. Yeah. So it is not that always discern between the changing and unchanging. Hold on to that is unchanging. That is constantly there. Whether body goes running far away, asino duram vrajati shayano yati sarvatah. That is a beautiful verse. That it is everywhere. It is inside you, inside every activity. Try to see that while doing everything. Not a difficult job. Only we have to wake up to that and be determined about it. It is, in a way, therefore, as I mentioned yesterday, the simplest thing is God realization. All other things are terribly, terribly more complicated. God realization is the simplest thing. We have to put our foot down, that's all. It is when the temptations come, put your foot down. If you fellow, you have cheated me several times. Now I am determined I am not going to get cheated by you anymore. So that is how it is. And we, that is a very famous verse that yame vaesh vrinate tena labhyah, that you want it. Make this as very, very strong determination. That is the meaning of being an aspirant. Sri Ramakrishna used to tell that story that a disciple goes to the teacher, please teach me the knowledge of God. I want to see God. The teacher said, okay, first let us have a dip in the Ganges. Let us have bath, then we will discuss about it. And they told the disciple to jump there, and the teacher jumped after the disciple and held the head of the disciple into the water, pressed it under there, kept it there for a good 2 minutes, and then took him out. What were you feeling, dear? I was gasping for breath. I wanted air. You will see God when you gasp for God like that, when the God becomes necessary for you. So we have to hold on to this, that I want this ultimate God realization. nothing short of that. This is a practice. Constantly, one must get reminded of this. Whatever other things in the world you are doing, don't stop that. But know that this is what you have to do. Uh, that what then will happen with my job? Do your job. Who told you don't do that? Do your job. But while doing your job, also know that this is not real. This is just acting. See the truth. So my this thing, my goal is that I want the truth alone. So it is the something temporarily you are doing. That's all. Like a man goes in a nice posh shop, and then as he entered, those days where the shopkeeper would ask, what is your wish that I can fulfill? So he asked the customer that question, what is your wish, sir? Uh, my wish is as such to become president of America, but right now I want just a few shaving blades. I have come to the shop just for that. Ah, it is like that. That this in this world we are doing something momentarily, temporarily, but our goal is still kept intact in our memory that I want to realize God. So then, uh, so he says that the one who uh, holds this as the primary goal in life must now continue to see this, that unless you refrain from certain things, God will reveal of His own. God is not your slave. Oh Lord, I did 1 million of mantra, and then is it not enough? How much I should do? There is no how much and all that. It is the wish of God. You do your part. There is no guarantee. There is no quantitative guarantee that, oh, by doing it 1 million times I will get it. No. You did 1 million times, did you get? Then do it 2 millions, 3 millions. Continue, stop not. God reveals on His own. This is a very important thing to remember, that the God is absolute. The Atman is absolute. He is not slave to our works. And is whenever that God feels, God will reveal. But in certain situations, the God will not reveal. What are those? Unless you refrain from the actions which bind you to the world. Na viratu dushcharitat. Unless you get your mind calmed down. It is, if you don't do it, even if you read a lot, if you know all the things, God will not come in your life actually. So this is the direction of efforts is this. So it is now the third chapter with which we will end. it is that what actually is to be done is to bring lot of synchronization in our um, three faculties: the faculty of intellection, the faculty of feeling, and faculty of actions. Mm. In pedagogy, it is called head, heart, and hands. They must be synced together. There must be a synchronous effort of all these. Uh, we have this becomes a big psychological problem. Our intellect drags us in one direction, our feelings and emotions they drag us in other directions, and the activity, the body is addicted to something third. So imagine, when we are pulled in all these different ways, what a torture it would be. It is actually that is used as a method of torturing to these suspected criminals so that they would reveal the truth. The fellow is pulled in two different directions. A very painful situation. And that is what we experience, not somebody from outside. Our intellect pulls in one direction, the feelings pull in another direction. What Vittal, do you experience this sometimes? No? What? Say. It is the intellect tells you to go in one direction, pulls you in one direction, and your feelings pull you in another direction. Does it happen? Is it a very pleasant situation? No, a big torture, isn't it? What to do? So we have to, as a spiritual aspirant, one must bring synchronization in our personality. All these three important faculties, they have to be properly connected. Otherwise, we put the cart before the horse. What is the use? The cart becomes useless, horse also becomes useless. They, when connected in the right way, both are useful. So this is this a great analogy given here, that it is Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi Shariram Rathamev tu Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi Mana Pragrahamev cha. Yeah, very nice. I have memorized this. It is actually, at one time I had memorized the whole Kathopanishad without making any effort to memorize, but uh, I still uh, have this part in my memory. I keep on reciting it again and again because it is so illuminating, gives you such direction. Imagine a chariot, a horse carriage, and our soul, individual, is now on a journey. And what is the destination? To realize, to experience the truth. That is the goal. And the starting point is I am seeing this world as real. That is the starting point. So from that starting point, now you have sat in this chariot to go there. So now you have become a spiritual aspirant. Get it? Now, what you need? First of all, you need a very good charioteer, the driver who can control the horses, who knows the path, who knows the dangers in the path. So that is Buddhim tu sarathim vidhi. Our intellect is that charioteer, sarathi. Manah pragrahame vacha. The mind that is the connector, that like the reins. These reins, they will connect, they one end of those reins is in the hands of the charioteer, the other end of that is connected to the horses. These are 5 horses. Indriyani hayanahur विषयांस्तेषु गोचरान् आत्मेन्द्रियमनोयुक्तं भोक्तेत्याहुर्मनीषिणः. That it is the organs, they are what? They are the horses. Now these horses, they are not inclined to run on the path. The job of the charioteer is to keep them on the path, because these horses, they want to graze, and so they want to leave the road. On the road there is no grass, so they want to go off the track and start eating. So the our sense organs, if you observe, they are always looking for something to feed on. So we have to keep them on track. That is the job of the intellect, the buddhi. And this buddhi, that is this faculty to decide what is right, what is not right. That is the buddhi. It is to be kept active. And if the what happens if the driver falls asleep while driving? Huh? Yeah, one driver was, suddenly, he thought that he's not driving. He saw the dream that he is driving. And when the dream ended, he actually was driving. What a scary situation. What happens then? Let us not discuss that, you know. So therefore, this driver, the intellect must be always awake, that no, I cannot be asleep. It is howsoever boring the journey may be, like this Swami's talk going on. So much, that inducing sleep. But still, if you sleep, you may crash. So don't sleep. So it is, if what happens if the intellect is not very alert, यस्तु अविज्ञानवान् भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्येन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वा इव सारथेः. The person whose this intellect is not alert, they soon you lose the control of the steering, and then the wheels or the horses in this analogy, they go in all funny directions. So the sense organs become very agitated, excited, and then the journey cannot go ahead. Duštashva iva sarathe. So it is the sense organs cannot be found fault with. That is their innate tendency. And the fault is of the intellect. It is not controlling, it is not doing its job. One important thing that the spiritual aspirant should remember is not to make the sense organs or motor organs dull. They must be active. Many times to control them, control is very difficult. A horse who very now, therefore, the fellow killed the horse. Now, dead horse can be controlled. What is the use of it? Hmm. So it is. It should be powerful horses. They must be controlled. So never try to make the mind, the sense organs lose their vitality. And they must be virulent, strong, powerful, and under your control. This is how it must be. So then you can move on the track properly. Otherwise, you become impure. That is the meaning of being impure life. When the senses are not under control, then one becomes impure. So, if you are under keeping the reins under control, intellect is alert, the sense organs will automatically follow the path. They will not get rattled and go elsewhere. It is so. Then they are good horses. What is the difference between good horses and bad horses? Controlled and uncontrolled. It is so. It is then it is said that if you allow those horses to go haywire like that, your journey will not reach the destination. Natat padamapnoti samsaram chadhigacchati. So the job, practical job is to now control their innate propensities and direct them on the proper path. This and then if you do it, you reach the goal. What is the goal? Then satutat padamapnoti yasmad bhuyo na jayate. You then escape this cycle of birth and death. You go where from you don't have to return. You reach the goal. So this is how the journey has been told, that Vijnana Sarathir Mana Pragrahavan Naraha Sodhvanah Paramapnoti Tadvishno Paramam Padam. So this is how you reach that ultimate destination. Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam. So it is now this is the function, this is the sadhana that we have to continue. It is told here that do not get scared, do not feel the difficulties as such. If you go, you will cross over the day. Don't think about it. I like that American expression a lot, when you get to the bridge, then cross it. Do not get worried about it. You cannot cross the bridge before getting to the bridge. So when you get to the bridge, cross it. So it is. Uh, so there are problems, obstacles, but it is absolutely not necessary to get worried. Problems, deal with those problems. So uh, there is that inspiring verse here which Swami Vivekananda was never tired of quoting. उत्तिष्ठत जाग्रत प्राप्य वरान् निबोधत क्षुरस्य धारा निशिता दुरत्यया दुर्गम पथस्तत् कवयो वदन्ति. A spiritual aspirant must have this adventure spirit. Not cowed down by difficulties. The more the difficulty, more becomes the attraction for those who want to take up that adventure. Mm. You don't have any this adventurous path. I was taking a walk in the parking lot. What an adventure, isn't it? No, it is not. I was climbing Everest. That is adventure. I went to, climb the Mount Rainier. Adventure, yeah. So the more the difficulty, the more the inner spirit comes up, as it were. So this is the most biggest adventure, that from the unknown, ah, you go to the that which is always known, but for you it was unknown. That's all. Ah, from the unreal, you go to the real. What an adventure it is. Unreal. This passing show, that which is a passing show, from there go to that which is real. So the difficulties will be there, but the difficulties are these that you can overcome. Have that faith, overcome that that long march song. We shall overcome, we shall overcome. Yeah, difficulties will be there, we shall overcome them. Yeah, do not lose heart, march ahead. It is that difficulties. How are the difficulties? The description is a bit scary. Shurasya dhara nishita duratyaya. It is like the razor's sharp razor's edge on which you have to walk. What a great invitation, isn't it? Walk on the sharp razor's blade, and that is, but you can do it. People have done before that. Thousands of people have completed that. So you also will complete it. Go ahead. I remember when we were going to Jamnotri, and that experience is still carved in my memory, that uh, it started snowing and raining on the way, and so we stopped somewhere, and it began very dark. By the time we reached there, nothing was visible, no street lights, and not even any star or moonlight. All was covered by clouds, and rain was also coming. We were told that go to this place, and that there they will make your arrangement to stay. One Swami said, I have written to that person. And to find that place, now in this dark, where to find that place? Somehow we thought that that is probably the place, by what is called circumstantial evidence. And then knocked on the door. It was closed, all dark. So somebody opened the door and said, oh yeah, I have received the letter, but unfortunately there is no room here. Oh, wow. It is that, but there is a Hanuman temple near Jamnotri. You have to cross the river. There is a bridge on the river. You go walk on that, and you will get there. Now in the dark, so somehow we had some flashlights, and then tried to find out And then we walked there, and no bridge was seen. And there is no, we came back again, bothered that fellow. Sorry, sir, but then we didn't find any bridge. No, no, it is there. Oh, right there, you will see a log of wood put across this river. That is to be considered as bridge. A tree, the tree had fallen down and that was put across, and that is to be taken as bridge, and that too in dark. Underneath was a very noisy, strong current of Jamuna was flowing. We three Swamis were there, and then one Swami, just to see how deep the waters are, dipped the walking stick in that water, and before he knew, the stick was taken away, boom, gone. Hmm. And then, well, we had to take courage that, well, that is, so many must have gone there. I told myself, after all, your foot requires only this much space to put on, and you don't, even if there is, say, 6 feet wide, it doesn't require 6 feet, it requires only 3 inches. So 3 4 inches like that you can walk. And so we walked, and then felt so nice and confident. Yeah. Uh, so this path is full of these so-called dangers. But we have to take courage. This spiritual journey is for not sissies. Let us remember this. Sissies, namby-pambys, no scope. You have to have a strong determination and that heart. That is why Swami Vivekananda always emphasized strength. Strength is all that we want. Be courageous. Na Taliki Hobe, Bengalis, that it is strength. Swami Vivekananda said, where I told this story many times here. I think yesterday or day before also I told that I gave some work to one gentleman, very nice Bengali gentleman, staying right at our center place there, nearby. So he said, আমি করে দেবো Maharaj, I will do it, no doubt. Yeah. After 1 week, oh, did you finish the work? Uh, no, no, but I plan to do it this week. Now this next week also. What did you do? Well, there were some difficulties. Next week I will do it. Again, then after that he said to me, hey, it will done, we are Bengalis. We have Chatterjee, Mukherjee, Banerjee, energy koi. Where is energy? So he himself is Banerjee. So it is fun, if we are like that, no determination, no that kind of, courageous attitude, that I must do it. Please don't take it otherwise. The Bengalis have a lot of courage and lot of energy. It was just a joke. Take it just as a joke. Yeah. So it is the problem when you take jokes seriously. Many times when I am telling something serious, people laugh, as if it is a joke. And when I am telling a joke, people wait for the punchline. So this is, don't take this seriously. That they have lot of courage, lot of energy, lot of vitality and brain power. Yeah. So it is, but that is to be, employed in this work. Courageous. Have courage, have strength, and we will realize it. Durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti. It is difficult path. I don't think that it is just piece of cake. No, but one can overcome those difficulties, and that is why we should hold this Upanishad gives such a wonderful whole process of sadhana. That how by this sadhana we will realize the goal. Here with this analogy ends the first chapter of this Upanishad. There are two chapters. Each has these three cantos. So this is the third canto of the first chapter, and it gives this process very scientifically. That is the last verse, that it is that this is the discussion between Yama and Nachiketa, that Yama gave all this science, and then whosoever uh, goes for it and will get it. I mentioned it in the first class that there is in Vedanta there is no monopoly. Anybody who does this practice will get there. So don't think no, on my forehead. This is a very weakening thing that people talk about. That about some my horoscope said that it doesn't. I don't have the possibility of getting Brahmajnana. Throw away that horoscope. So do not harbor anything that can weaken you. Why? You are Brahman. What is that can stop you from getting that wisdom? Nothing can stop us. So do not, let us not think that it is, no, I am not destined for that. Oh, I had committed so many mistakes in life previously. Now, what hope do I have? No, all that full hope you have got as anybody, a saint and the so-called sinner have the same hope. Same hope. The saint and sinner, the difference is only in appearance. Not really speaking, there is any difference. Lord says in Bhagavad Gita that the one who devotes to me, even if he might have committed in previous life many sins, still that person should be treated as saint. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavyah. That person, when that person turned to a devotee, then forget what he did previously. He is to be respected as a saintly person. Might have done all sorts of innumerable bad things. That is done, finished. It is that suppose in a cup you fill it with poison, then that is called the cup of poison. You throw the poison, clean it, and fill it with nectar, then that becomes the cup of nectar. Because earlier there was poison kept in it, doesn't mean that it is cup of poison. It is whatever you fill with it, fill it with God's name, fill it with sadhana. That's it. And then it did never matter what you did 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Let us rub it out from our mind, that guilt feeling. And the guilt feeling is very bad psychological problems. Keep on remembering what wrongs I did. Oh, means you are again and again psychologically committing the same wrong when you remember it. It is not right. Remember that you are divine. The sins will go away. Mm. So this is the process. Let us conclude with the same Shanti mantra. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This being the last session, I convey my really heartfelt gratitude to this Vedanta Center of Pittsburgh and especially Sushmita Di and Kunal, who with such love they invite me every year. They still have some hope about me that I will become a better person. So it is repeatedly I have come here and I enjoyed the great hospitality that is accorded to me. And so, and all the devotees, volunteers like our Harichandan, uh, all they do such immense work here. Uh, so my heartfelt gratitude to all of you, and please forgive me for whatever mistakes I would have committed while giving these discourses. The topic is difficult, and I am not a very scholarly person to speak on that. So please forgive me for all that. जय श्री Ramakrishna, जय माता जी, जय स्वामी जी. You want them to ask questions or there is no time now? Huh? Huh? Children are here. No time for QA. Maybe while we are taking lunch, you can ask questions. Mm. And I have spoken so clearly, so no